So today we're going to talk about the intro into USPSA shooting, which is the United States Practical Shooting Association. We've got our little itinerary here we're going to run through real quick. We'll run through a stage, equipment that you need, everything that is required to go to your first USPSA match. And I want to keep this video pretty short, but I've helped, dozens of people throughout the years get into competition shooting. I think it's a wonderful training aid to learn how to manipulate your weapon, specifically under the clock. It's kind of a different situation when you've got that pressure put onto you. So a lot of times I'm hearing, hey, I saw John Wick. I'd really like to start into competition shooting. I want to try and do what he does, that type of stuff. So we're going to run through things real quick. First off, we'll do a safety check. Nothing in the chamber. Nothing in the mag well. Magazines are empty. Empty chamber, empty mag well. So we'll get into a little bit of my background. So I used to shoot USPSA pretty regularly. I was a match director for a couple years at our local home club. I ended up reaching a master class in limited division, A class in production division. So I shot quite a bit. We won't get into divisions or scoring or any of that stuff in this video, but we can later on if it's something that y'all want to do. So like I said, the intent of this video is to safely get you started into USPSA. So best thing to do if you're a new shooter, reach out to the club that you're going to go and shoot at. Let them know that you're a new shooter, it's your first time, you're wanting to get into it, and more than likely match director or somebody who runs the joint will email you back, kind of let you know what they're expecting on your first day. So at the match, once you get there, don't worry about grabbing any of your stuff. Leave everything out in the truck, leave it in the car, whatever. Go up and introduce yourself to the match director or whoever's running the check-in table. Again, let them know you're a first-time shooter, you're wanting to get into it. They'll give you instructions on what to do. But basically what they're going to tell you is there will be a designated safety table. And so at that safety table, there's going to be zero ammo handling whatsoever. So you can grab your pistol case with your pistol inside of the case, and you will take just that up to the safety table along with your holster, your belt. Empty magazine pouches is a good practice. You'll go up to the safety table. You'll get your belt put on. You can do this at the vehicle. That's no problem. There's no weapon handling involved with that. You'll go to the safety table. You'll open up your pistol bag, see which way your pistol is pointing. Point it downrange at the berm, wherever the safety table is facing in a safe direction. And at that point, you can take your pistol and you can put it inside your holster. So, again, no ammo handling at the safety table. That's a really good way to get disqualified on your first day. So, moving into that, you can get your magazines loaded whenever you get to the stage. You can load your magazines at home prior to the match, but again, empty mag pouches on your belt. So going over some of the gear that you're going to need, you'll need safety glasses, hearing protection, obviously need your pistol. You got, Glock 17, M&P, whatever the case may be. Some ammo that runs in your gun. Most local matches are going to be around 120, 130 rounds typically. You'll need some mag pouches. I got a couple different examples here that we'll go over. If you've got some of these doubles that just go on the belt that you wear every day, not a problem. That'll work just fine. For magazines, 4 are a minimum, 6 are better. And once you get into the stage, and we'll kind of run through a stage real quick. Once you get into that, you'll understand why 6 magazines are better, but you can make 4 work. For a holster, this is a Blade Tech, nothing fancy about it. This does have the DOH drop and offset holster mount on it. The nice thing about that is it kind of keeps the handle of the pistol further away from your body. So that way it's a little bit easier to get to once that buzzer goes off. And then these single mag pouches that I've got on this belt, as you can tell, green was kind of my thing back in the day. You can run these. These were just handmade by a local guy that did Kydex products back in the day. So pistol, holsters, safety gear, mag pouches, pistol bag, and ammo, and you're good to go. That's really all you need to get started into it. So at your first stage, you will get a load and make ready command. And so that load and make ready command is giving you the clear to take your pistol out of the holster, insert a magazine, and chamber a round. At no time do you put ammo in the gun or do you chamber a round in the gun until you are at the stage and you get that load and make ready command. So the 180 rule. This is one that I got asked about quite a bit. So, you know, you've got targets all over the place, right? So the best explanation I've seen of the 180 rule, imagine this is your 180 degree line. Shooter standing right here in front of this. So as you progress through the stage, that 180 is going to follow you. So let's say you went shot these targets over here, and then, oh, I kind of forgot about, you know, getting those targets over there first. You need to be real careful when you come back over this way. You need to keep your weapon pointed down range as you retreat just a little bit to get back to where you can see and shoot these targets. So that's the 180 rule in a nutshell. As you progress, that 180 follows you. So your weapon is always pointed in this vicinity. Do not come back here to the red. That will get you disqualified and sent home. And hey, a disqualification is not the end of the world. You can come back and shoot with them next month or whenever they have their next match. Not a big deal, but this is, I mean, as you can see, you know, the rest of your shooters are going to be back over here, spectators, whatnot. So you obviously don't want a loaded weapon pointed back into this direction. Your next one is going to be keeping your finger out of the trigger guard while you're moving. So as you're engaging targets here, anytime you go to transition and you are not gun up ready to shoot, keep your finger out of the trigger guard. Again, another safety rule that's going to prevent negligent discharges. If you happen to fall on the stage, you know, keep your weapon pointed down range. If you got your finger out of the trigger, you're fine. You won't have any issues there. And then once you make your way all through the stage, you shoot everything, the range officer is going to give you a command to unload and show clear. At that point, you'll drop your magazine out. You will open up your slide. He is going to verify that he or she is going to verify there's nothing in the chamber. They will have you go slide down, hammer down. And at this point, you can put your pistol back into your holster and you've shot your first stage. So kind of a quick high-level overview of how to get into USPSA shooting. If you guys have any further questions, comments, whatever, go ahead and leave them down in the comments.